Hi everyone, I am back with another patriotic themed scrapbook layout, and all of my papers are from the Die Cuts with a View Nantucket stack. So first I'm going to start by putting together my border piece. I have this dark navy colored designer paper, and I use the American Girl Star Border Punch. This is by EK Success. And you could really use any border punch with this, but I like the stars on it because I went with the patriotic feel. I have this piece of red designer paper, and this measures 2¼ inches by 11¼ inch. And then I have this cream colored polka dotted piece that's 1/2 inch by 11¼ inch. So I'm just going to put some glue on the edge of my red cardstock. And then I'm going to adhere it to my star border. And these are both dark colors, so they don't pop off of each other very well. That's why I have this cream strip. I'm going to put flesh on the edge of the red, and it'll just help to break up the dark colors a little bit. And now I'm going to adhere this flush to the bottom of my blue paper. So now I have a piece of craft cardstock, and this is cut at 4½ inches by 11¼ inch. And then the stripe paper is cut at 4 inches by 11¼ inch. So I'm going to adhere the stripe paper in the middle of the craft cardstock. And then I'm going to apply or adhere the whole thing off to the edge. Next I have a piece of white cardstock that is cut down 11½ by 11½ inches and a piece of 12 inch by 12 inch craft cardstock. So I'm just going to layer these together. now that all of my layers are adhered, I'm going to take my white gel pen and I'm going to go around the edges of my craft cardstock and down the edge of my border here, and I'm going to do a white faux stitch. Okay, so now we can put our photo mat together. I have a 4" by 6" photo mat with a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 craft cardstock mat, and then a 5 by 7 photo frame with a 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 craft cardstock mat. I'm just going to layer these together. Okay, so now that I have everything ready to go, I can lay out all of my paper piecings and see how I want to put the whole thing together. So all of my paper piecings are from Little Scraps of Heaven's designs, and I'm using the 4th of July banner. And from the Celebrate the 4th set, I'm using the Uncle Sam bear, and I'm using the wagon and the firecrackers. So these pieces are not put together yet because I wanted to position them on my layout and get them just right. So one of the other designers on the team, Deb, she made the cutest little paper piecing set with all these little elephants, and she had one of the elephants pulling a wagon that was filled with firecrackers and stars, and I thought it was so cute, and I had to borrow the idea because as soon as I saw the firecrackers, I had the idea to use the title Having a Blast, and I thought it turned out really cute. So thank you for the idea, Deb. I really like how it turned out. So now that I can see everything, I'm going to go ahead and start putting this together. So I'm just going to place my photo mat right here. And I'm going to put my wagon down next. Now I put my wagon on some foam, and then I also popped the ledge of the wagon up on foam just to give it more dimension. I'm just going to place the wagon kind of in the middle of the photo mat. Now I have the little handle for the wagon. I'm going to slide under here. Now I'm going to adhere my bear, and he is also popped up on one thickness of foam. And all of these, well, the bear and the wagon are cut out at size, and the firecrackers. This I actually extended, and I just, I cut it at width 11 1/4 inch, and then just kept all the proportions the same. So now I'm just going to place his arm where his hand is holding the wagon handle. And it was much easier to do that on the layout than try to get all the measurements correctly and then adhere it to the layout as a whole. Alright. Now for my title, I used the impact font to type out "Having a Blast," the whole thing. And then I took some stars. The 4th of July banner has stars on it. I took a couple extra of those and put in the background. And then, so the "Having a Blast" layer is popped up on foam, and then the whole thing is popped up on another layer of foam. So it's actually sitting at 2 layers of foam, the whole thing. I'm just going to adhere it right here, like halfway between my banner and halfway between the bear. And I will make a video soon about how I make my titles in the Silhouette Studio. I just have a couple other videos to make before that, and then I promise it's coming soon. So now I'm going to adhere my banner, and it's on 1 thickness of foam. And now I have the little cutouts that go on the swags. So I have a couple stars, and I also popped those up on foam because I wanted them to pop off the layout a little bit more. Now the ends of my banner are lifting up a little bit, but that's okay because when I put this in one of my sheet protectors, it'll all flatten it out to the same dimension. So now I have my navy dots. I have a couple of extra firecrackers that my bear is going to be holding. I'm going to try to position these so it looks like he's holding both of them in one hand. And then finally I have a few more stars that I cut out, and I'm just going to place these around my photo mat. I just wanted to bring in some more yellow to make it feel a little bit more balanced.